What's going on, my fitness seekers all over the world? KHP Fitness here with another video for you. And I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of what I do when it comes to keeping slim and trim and keeping on the ball year in, year out. No matter how much, when I age, no matter what the circumstance is, this is how I do it. The last time I can think of when I fell off is when I tore my ACL back in 2017. After that healing, I just been trying my best to stay on track because I'm not getting any younger, guys. I'm 36 years old, so I wanted to go ahead and show you my secret recipe on how I do these things. All right, so let me bring you to my secret weapon over here. This will be how I break my fast, and this is typically I would say every day of the week, at least 6 days a week. Maybe I'll switch it up here and there, but this is typically how it starts here. So let me go ahead and break it down how I start. The first thing I do is I hydrate from the night. You know, when you are sleeping for 6 to 8 hours, you get pretty dehydrated out. So it's good to start your day off with some water. And that's the first thing I do. It's typically about 16 to 24 ounces is what I start with, just to get everything going, to get the digestive starting. You know, you want to make sure that you're getting enough fiber, and you need water to aid in that because you don't want to constipate yourself. Then after that, after I give it about typically 30 minutes or so to digest, just to get the movements flowing, I go ahead and get a vegan shake. You know, and with that vegan shake, usually I'll make 2 servings for the vegan shake there. That way I am good to go to have a little bit later when it comes to the nighttime as well. So, you know, it's good to start your day out with some protein. It's always good because your breakfast, that's when you break your fast. That's when you're the most viable to most things. So you want to make sure you're getting a good amount of protein, carbs, and fats just to fill you up. Is that's one of the biggest things you see people have is they will go ahead and they will be like, all right, I'm not going to eat anything for breakfast. And a lot of people aren't breakfast eaters. The reason why is because they pig out so much at night. They don't have enough ghrelin levels to get them to that point to eat what they need to be eating in the morning time, you know? So I couple that up with at least 1 or 2 yogurts, as I have right here. Got about 1 or 2 yogurts here. And those have about, if I'm correct, 8 grams of protein each, which is a solid thing because you always want to make sure you have, that protein, as I said. But it has a good amount of sugars. It has some carbs in there for real too. And with that, I move over and I get me some oranges as well. You know, you have to have your fruit. I'm a fruit guy. You know, I like my citrus, oranges, and things of that nature. I like all of that stuff. Some people like apples. Some people like, blueberries, things of that nature. And I like blueberries too, but oranges have to be my favorite for sure. And after I get myself some oranges, I get myself a protein bar as well. That's also on the menu. Like I said, I like to keep a certain frame, and typically when you have a lot of, I carry a lot of muscle on my frame. So when we have a lot of muscle mass, I go a little bit higher in my protein because it gives me a look, Maybe the amount I eat isn't exactly required. Typically, I can probably do about 150 grams, but I do about 180 grams of protein when it comes to, my daily balance. But this right here, this bar, is about 20 grams of proteins with this Builder's bar. And I really like it. It really helps me fit into my vegan diet, keeping me plant-based and getting all the protein I need. And from there, give myself some pumpkin seeds, Pumpkin seeds, delicious and nutritious. 9 grams of protein per serving of ounce. Ain't that crazy? Hell, I thought so. I was like, no way. This thing's beating out cashews and almonds and all that, walnuts too. I was ecstatic when I was able to get them. So I get these off of Amazon. I'll link you the description below of what brand they are for all of these items, but you can see Builders, the Silk, you can see a lot of these. And the protein I use, going back to that's Vivo. That's a Vivo Life protein I like to use there. It's good for my gut. It's good for fermentation. And last but not least, guys, let me go ahead and bring it to the vitamins. As we know, we need our micronutrients, right? We need those micronutrients. Don't let anybody tell you different. Macros don't matter if you're not getting the micronutrients. They hold the body together. All right, so in here I got some Complete D is what they called it. It's a D3 that I use as a plant eater, and it gives me all the vitamin D I need. It gives me a lot of the essentials, and I'll link that in the description too, of where you can pick that up. It's really dope, man. This is my full selection, man. This is what I do every day to, at least, like I said, when it comes to the breakfast, I switch it up a little bit for lunch and such. But the bigger, you ever heard of the terminology, eat like a king? The terminology goes, eat like a king in the morning, eat like a queen at lunch, and eat like a peasant at night, because that will help you get enough calories in for your daily caloric calorie intake, and you can be basically fighting off those ghrelin levels. And those ghrelin levels are the levels that really, beat the body up and tell you, go ahead and use this. Go ahead. And I learned a lot about this, do my own research too, but also watching big YouTubers like Greg Doucette and such. He talks about ghrelin all the time because it's very important to know these things, man. It really benefits us when we need it. So bringing this to a close, I take in close to about 1,200 to 1,300 calories right in the beginning of my day. No lower than about 900 calories when everything is said and done. So with that, it really helps to fuel me, getting all the micronutrients, macronutrients I need, and it really keeps me pumping throughout. And that's how I'm able to go ahead as a vegan for 4 years, be able to keep this frame that I've been keeping as long as I have, because I play by the rules, guys. And that rule is thermodynamics. Calories in, calories out, making sure I'm getting enough macronutrients, and this keeps me healthy and lean throughout the year, and to keep up with all that energy that I need when I'm training my clients, because as you know, I have to bring that energy to them too. If I'm not bringing that energy to them, then it's no good. So thank you for watching, guys.